is the first time I'm speaking in India, so I think maybe I should introduce myself. First and foremost, thank you to the organizers, Dr. Bhatia, for inviting me to this forum. It's my privilege and honor to be here. Today I'm going to share on rethinking performance management. It's actually a case study done by Pfizer, the organization that I work with. So I'll be sharing a few pointers on what we have done and what we have changed. Now, this is in no way prescripting that this is how you should do your performance management, but this is one way of looking at it and evaluating your current system and see whether is this a direction that you might want to take. First and foremost, let me just introduce myself. A man is defined by his interests and people who influence him. So I'm a proud father of twins, one boy, one girl, that keeps me up awake till even tonight. They're 1 year old. So the one who looks very angry on top, that's the girl. She's always angry. And the one at the bottom, that's my son. The top picture is my photograph to show that how much I love traveling. So I travel very frequently, sometimes for work, sometimes for of course, pleasure. The bottom right is the young team that helps me to achieve whatever that I've done today. That's my young, highly energetic, highly inexperienced HR team that supports me on a day-to-day basis. And on the bottom left is the Arsenal Football Club. Those of you who know football, I'm unfortunately a supporter of Arsenal. There has been a very painful experience in the last few years. So that's who I am. How many of you have heard of Pfizer? Can I see a show of hands, please? Wow, okay, very good. So let me just give you a quick snapshot of Pfizer then. We are a 54 billion revenue organization. That's in 2014, 54 billion US dollars. We have 64 manufacturing sites. We are present in 175 markets and so on and so forth. But also importantly, we've got about 100,000 colleagues. So what initiative we have implemented that I'm going to share with you about rethinking performance management is an initiative that we had to implement across 175 different countries, which has 175 different labor law regulations that we had to cater to, and people of different culture, people of different thinking, people of different mindset, and of different preference. So what is rethinking performance management? Before I go there, this is the most important slide that I want to share. This is the Pfizer culture. And this is our official culture, and this is something that we drive on all initiatives. Now, my one tip to all HR professionals is, if you are going to do any initiative, any project, any program, it has to be tied down to your culture, whatever the organization culture is. Right? In Pfizer, it is Own It. It's an acronym for OWNIT. O means own the business. Behave as though this company, this organization is yours. W is winning in the marketplace. I'm sure you're well aware, if you know Pfizer, you know the pharma industry. It's a very competitive industry. There's a lot of people coming in, generic market, etc. But it's also one of the most regulated industries in the world. For you to get sued, it's a very easy thing to do. Right? You've heard a lot of other organizations who have been sued, where CEOs have been handcuffed, taken away from the office for non-fair practices. So it's very important for us. We want to win, but we want to win in the right way. And this is my favorite, and is no jerks. Now, I'm sure there are not many organizations, international organizations, that you'll find such a strong word, no jerks, in their official culture that's pasted all over all of our website, all over our office. Because we mean what we say. We want you to be successful, but we don't want you to leave a string of dead bodies around as you achieve your success. That's not the way of doing it. It is very important for every colleague, irrespective of which level you are, to challenge your managers, challenge your manager's managers if he or she is not doing the right thing. Someone that challenges the manager, that person is rewarded. So it's the other way around. In some organization, you are signing your death wish when you challenge your manager. Because that means that's the end of the bonus, that's the end of everything. In Pfizer, if we know you have challenged your manager, we actually send out an email blast to everyone in the organization that, for example, well, I'm going to use your name, Rohit. For example, Rohit has sent out has challenged the manager on a particular idea, and that idea has now been successful, please acknowledge Rohit. What we also do is, if Rohit challenges an idea and that idea is wrong, we also acknowledge Rohit for having the courage to go and challenge the manager. So it is not just something that's pasted on the wall, we live and breathe it the whole time. I is impact results, and T is trust in one another. So this is the ownership culture. Now, what is rethinking performance management? How many of you have a performance management system? I'll be surprised if you don't raise your hand. Okay, now great. How many of you have changed your performance management system in the last 3 years? Okay, very nice. How many of you have ratings? You know, when someone does well, you're either exceed objective, meet objective, so on and so forth. You have those kind of, how many of you have those kind of ratings? The rest don't have ratings? All right. So Pfizer, in 2014, what we did was we removed performance rating from performance management.